What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Overdose Vapes. This is Travis, and it's Obese Mode Live, episode number 131. Hope everybody's doing well. Um, Merry early Christmas, right? Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is you celebrate. God bless, and hope you have a festive holiday season. Um, can you even see my Christmas tree in the back? Let me see. I don't see what you guys see. Shut up, phone. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, shut up. Shut up. What is going on? Where is that coming from? Oh, that right there. Shut up. Sorry about that. Okay. Kenny B, how are you doing, brother? Good evening. Hope you're well. Giz is here. Hey, how you doing, brother? Joshua Apathy Miller, what's going on? How you guys doing? Happy holidays. No, let me see again. Can you guys see? Probably not. I probably have it blocked. Got the Christmas tree right in the back there. We're starting to get a little festive around here, trying to at least. Um, we don't have a ton of room in this little apartment to get as festive as I'd like, but we're trying. We got a little tree. gonna do the whole Christmas thing. So, oh my God, cats! Please do not start. Please do not start. Sorry about starting a little bit late tonight. Just got a late start. So, yeah. Um, boop a doop. That is a full screen there. David Settles, how you doing? Stephen Taylor, how you doing? Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are well. Jeff Lawson, what up? Man, I hope you guys are doing well. I tell you, I'm not doing the best. Got the tooth thing going again. Oh, it's killing me. Um, man, gotta get this thing pulled. I said that before, but then I did the antibiotics and um, then it kind of stopped hurting. So I just kind of stopped thinking about it, and it's back. It's back with a vengeance. And when I sleep, I kind of clamp my jaws down. And last night, I must have really been clamping down because I woke up this morning just in agony. I mean, I was like crying when I woke up, and yeah, not good, man, not good. Hope everybody was able to make it to Fresh's show. The Vaporz show. Uh, I had to work yesterday, which was shitty. I really was really looking forward and hoping to be able to be in the chat and participate in that in any way I could. And man, I just was not able to, and it really broke my heart. Um, if you guys don't know, Rye was a good friend of mine. I had a lot of love for Rye. He would often come on the show when he had didn't need to come on this show at all. But he'd always make it a point to come and hang out, and I loved him for that and for many other things. Vaporz was legitimately one of the most genuine, honest, trustworthy, and beautiful people that I ever had the pleasure of knowing. And that's not just bullshit. That's not just me saying that because he's gone. I said it when he was alive, and so you know, just breaks my fucking heart. Does your face just killing me? Yes, you're being very mean to me. Don't make me time you out. Yeah, I get the pain medication. I actually don't take pain medication because I have a history of addiction. So I don't take opiates. Um, I've been taking ibuprofen and stuff. It just doesn't work. But I'm gonna get it pulled. I'm kind of on my way to. I have a bunch of teeth already that have been pulled. Just to um, did meth for 15 years, and I'm suffering the consequences of that. From the age of like 13 to 28, I was pretty strung out on meth. And that's about right. Yeah, but we've been clean for about 10 years, and I did my time. I did both county and state prison time, and um, learned my lesson. Did a bunch of rehabs, and so I've been clean. But it's like the physical ramifications of being an addict. Those things don't just go away when you get clean. So I got the teeth things going on, and just everything else. And last time I actually tried to address all my teeth issues. I have insurance through my work, but my copay for dental is $900, meaning I have to pay $900 before my insurance will start to cover anything. So I have to pay the $900, and then they'll cover a bunch of stuff. Now, the problem with that is by the time I'd actually paid the $900, there was only a couple months left in the year, because they're doing one procedure at a time, $50 here, $100 there, and finally I had gotten like a bonus check, and I went in and just paid whatever the remainder was up front. But then the very next procedure I had, they actually broke my orbital socket, my cheekbone, with a really really bad pull, and scared the shit out of me. And that was 2 years ago, and I haven't been back to the dentist since. I like, not only from drugs, but also my genetics. My family just has bad teeth, so my whole life I've been in and out of dentists. I had braces for 5 years. I was never afraid of the dentist until this last procedure. And what it was an older gentleman, a Vietnam War veteran. So that just, I say that only to gauge his age, right? Like, he's a much older gentleman. He did some X-rays. Well, he looked at my X-rays that had already been done. I was in for an extraction, and then I also had a filling scheduled for later. Now, he looked at that and he said, I can do that filling right now. I can do the filling on the tooth that you want pulled and save it. But then there's a tooth next to it that does need to get pulled. So he said, I'll do all three of them right now. And I was like, yeah, hell yeah, man. Like, if you think you can save that tooth, then by all means. And in his, in all respect, he did save those two teeth, which was awesome. But then when it came time to do the pull, now this tooth was not one that, I'm so glad you got it fixed, Dan. I'm so glad you got the package. I was worried about that. This is the second time I sent out a package to fix it, Danner, and the first one was MIA. So, but anyways, where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So anyways, the tooth that he was going to extract wasn't one that we had planned on extracting initially. So there wasn't a lot of looking at the X-ray, as far as that tooth. When he looked at the X-rays, he said, "Wow, the roots, they appear like they might be bound on the bone. Because sometimes the roots of your teeth can like get down into your bone. Well, I mean, that's kind of how they anchor in, right? But this one looked like it might be tricky to get out." And when he said that, I said, "Well, look, let's not rush this. If he has, because he was saying this might need to be referred off to a dental surgeon, and I had already met my $900 quota, so it's like anything after that was going to be paid for." So I told him, like, look, I'm not afraid of that. Like, if you want to refer me to a dental surgeon, then do that, because my insurance is going to pay for it. And he thought about it and he goes, "No, I think I can do it. Whatever, right?" Now, he had already done the two fillings, like, and he was good. Like, those fillings were like the fastest and best fillings I've ever had, and they've held up over the 2 years. And so by the time he got to the tooth, I was just like, I trust this guy's opinion. If he says he can do it, he can do it. So he starts to do the extraction. Now, I've had a lot of teeth extracted. I'm missing most of them up here. No, most of them down here, and most of them up here. Okay. So most of my teeth have already been extracted. So I've done a lot of these. As soon as he started getting into it, I knew right away that there was something wrong. There was too much pressure. And I kept saying that. I said, there's too much pressure. So he continued to give me the numbing stuff. I forget what it's called. And I'm like, no, there's too much pressure. It just hurts too much. It hurts too much, So he would stop. He'd give me more of the numbing stuff. And then he would get back on it again. Now, by the time he was like, okay, I'm going to do this, he was up on top of me and he was leaning onto my tooth. Like, in my opinion, if it's at that point where you're having to put body weight into it to get it out, stop what you're doing, refer it to a dental surgeon. They can cut it out, right? But he continued, and what happened was he broke the tooth. Once the tooth is broken, there's no going back, right? You got exposed nerves. You got a half-broken tooth in there. So there's just no way to stop at that point. When it broke, I heard it break. I felt it break. I immediately, my heart was beating like crazy, man. Just like beating so hard. and there was a nurse standing by, and she was taking my blood pressure the whole time, right? And she starts, I look at her and she's concerned. You can tell she's concerned, and the doctor's concerned, and automatically I'm just sweating bullets. I'm just pouring sweat, and I don't know what's going on, but my body just feels like it's so hard to explain, right? And the nurse, she goes, Travis, don't worry, you're going into shock, but everything's going to be okay. Now, I've never had any kind of like shock like that. I've like been in shock from any kind of incident like involving, injury or pain or anything. But this was definitely what that was. And so she's like, you're going into shock. Everything's going to be okay. The doctor, he was white as a ghost. He was freaked out. And at that point, I noticed there was just blood just like pouring out of my mouth all down onto me. Now he goes, basically, Travis, we're too far into this. We have to continue extracting this tooth. We're going to give you a sedative to try to slow your heart rate down, but I have to continue pulling this tooth. I'm trying to get up at this point. I'm like, no, I got to get out of here. Call an ambulance, get me to a dental surgeon. That was not an option. So he gets back in there. He digs the rest of the tooth out. It was a whole ordeal. And like I was saying, they did fracture the like near the orbital socket, the cheekbone right here. It was a hairline fracture. My face was swollen like crazy. And it was a really terrible experience. They wouldn't let me leave for like 2 hours after this because, again, my heart rate was like crazy. It was like 130 beats per minute. My blood pressure was like 190 over 100. It was crazy high. It was just a bad situation. And when I finally got out of there, I called Maria and I just said, I'll never go back to a dentist again. Like that was the most horrible experience I've ever had, and I've been in some really bad fucking experiences, but that was just so terrible. And they called me many times after that, both apologizing, asking me if I, what they could do to get me back as a patient. I think they were kind of primarily worried I was going to sue them. I'm not litigious in that way. I did, I signed up, I took the ride. But because of that, I have not been to the dentist in 2 years, and my mouth definitely it shows. I've got a bunch of cavities, and this tooth is broken, and it hurts like a motherfucker. So yeah, I'm at the point now where I have to go back to the dentist. I'm definitely not going to go back to that dentist. It was, what the hell was the name of that place? It doesn't matter. You guys don't live in Ukiah. If you ever move to Ukiah, contact me and I'll tell you. That way you don't go to that dentist. It was just horrible. So right now I'm kind of at the point where I'm either going to go to the clinic, like just like the clinic where all the poor people go. Don't get me wrong, if you're poor, that's all right. And it's because that's where I used to go and I never had any problems, right? Then when I get this nice insurance, I go to this fancy dentist and they totally fuck me up. But there's another dentist I'm thinking about looking into. The thing is, I just want this tooth pulled. I want a couple cavities filled. I want to go somewhere where it's going to be mostly cheap because I'm never going to hit that $900 cap. So yeah, so that's my story about, I don't even know how we got onto that, but Merry Christmas. Because I have a toothache, and so that's why I haven't had it taken care of. Let me go back in the chat. I wasn't even paying attention to chat, but I definitely want to say what's up to everybody and see what's going on. So my son's here. Jay, this is for 18 and older, 21 and older if you're in California. Okay. Still taking donations for Rye. Okay, so as you can see up here, Giz has posted a link to a GoFundMe, and please, if you can, please go donate to that as well. It's for a great cause. Yeah, and Stephen Taylor said, "Be proud you're clean." Yeah, absolutely, man. Super happy to be clean. I love every day that I have without using. It's fucking amazing. James Rivera, what's going on, brother? And I'm really glad, again, I'm really glad to fix the enterprise package. Happy about that, man. Super happy about that. It's just a couple mods and some juice. Joshua Appley Miller, I have horrible teeth, only 8 left, tooth pain is the worst, I've broken several bones, had horrible cracks, and man, my fucking condolences, man, because seriously, I get it, man. Giz lost a tooth this year. You're a little bit late, you're a late bloomer. Sin had, hey Sin, how you doing? Sin's only here because I literally went to her YouTube channel and commented on one of her videos, guilt tripping her that she hasn't been here on Sundays. So I'm glad you're here. I had my wisdom teeth pulled and I was young, couldn't afford to pay for the gas, so they did it with Novocaine only, 40 shots to each quadrant, all 4 at once, and I still felt a bunch of it. Yeah, absolutely. My wisdom teeth actually came out really easy because they just kind of had already fallen. They were so weak, they'd already fallen apart. They kind of just broke them into quadrants. It's what you said, quadrant. There's a different kind of quadrant. They broke them into quarters and just pulled each quarter. They were super easy, super easy. That was like my one good experience for getting pulls. But yeah, it's funny you say you can't afford the gas. They don't even offer the gas at 99% of the places anymore. I used to love going to the dentist when they gave you gas. But yeah, any bad experience like that. My mom had a fucking wisdom tooth pulled, and she showed up at the house. They let her drive home too, which was crazy. There's that Western Dental in Roanoke Park. That's just a chop shop. Anyway, she shows back up. She's already got a giant black eye. I thought she had gotten fucking beat up, and that's no joke. I thought somebody had jumped her or something. And this is when I was much younger. I was still living at home with my mom, so I was probably 15. I left that pretty soon after that. So, I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck happened? And she had a wisdom tooth pulled, and same kind of thing. They just fucked her up. So. Yeah, I totally understand. Most people have bad experiences with their wisdom teeth. Okay. Let me see. Jay, I did see you called last night. This is my son, everybody, Jay Douglas. I did see you called last night, but I was already in bed. Sorry. And I didn't even, I had my phone turned down. So, yeah, man. So Stephen Taylor said, I got my wisdom teeth when I was in the U.S. Air Force. They told me to cut down from 100. I got to 99, and everything went black. Woke up in a wheelchair next to the bed several days later. I would take that over any of the experiences we've heard so far. Oh, yeah, Sen. Oh, yeah, the bits of your jaw coming up through my gums for years. Absolutely. So I've had bone fragments and shit coming out of wounds because I have a lot of teeth that have been pulled. And, yeah, definitely that's been an issue for me as well. I tell you what, if I ever have to have any kind of major work done, put me out. I'll pay whatever it costs. Honestly, I would rather pay $300 or $400 for them to get an anesthesiologist to come and just put me out than to go through what I went through before. I don't know if you've ever been like, if your body has ever gone into shock before, but it was the worst. I can't even explain the feeling. It feels like you're dying. So. They should have called the cops, or not cops. They should have called the cops on this guy who was hurting me. No, they should have called the like an ambulance to come and get me and take me to somewhere. I don't know, somewhere better. That's for sure. John Foster, what's up, brother? And Sin, I knew it would work. I knew if I went and guilted you, you'd be here on the next Sunday. It worked. I'm happy. But you can tell, like, you can see that my face is swollen. Like, I'm looking at myself. Now, I know I'm chubby, but like, it's really swollen. It's like even starting to swell on the side. I think the infection is going to spread because I have other cavities. I think it'll spread. Fucked up. And yeah, and laughing gas does work great on dental surgery and other things. And Jeff Lawson's daughter had 2 black eyes. Yeah, it's absolutely really common. Yeah. Yeah, man, laughing gas. You know what I do now? Yeah, they don't let them use nitrous anymore. Like a lot of them. Too many dentists are hooked on laughing gas. It's true. A lot of dentists were using nitrous. And if you guys don't know about nitrous, we used to call it hippie crack. And it's legitimately very addictive, very very addictive. Like it's like crack. It's like you get an initial burst from it, and then you want more immediately. You know. But you know what I do now, um, and what I was doing even then was I will ask for something for anxiety, something like Xanax or Klonopin or something like that, which I know is also addictive and all that kind of stuff. But it's I gotta have something, and I don't take pain meds, so yeah, whippets. Or like you remember that movie with the guys that go, what the fuck is the name? There was like an SNL skit that they made into a terrible movie, and those guys were all huffing whipped cream cans, and they're like, "Oh, you mean like whippets?" And they're like, "What? No, whipped cream cans." Oh, okay, yeah, man. So getting getting kind of any kind of pain medication or any kind of anything like getting Maria's medications was a nightmare. Getting any kind of pain medications is a total nightmare. California, they have like a standing order to not give you those kind of medications. So there's responding to a comment here. So it's funny, man. We used to this. Hopefully, the statute of limitations is over on this, but we used to go to a big festival called Reggae on the River. If you're from California, you probably know about it. And we used to go to this dentist's office. This guy was like 90 years old, and he was in the town of Cazadero. And we would steal the nitrous tanks from that guy, and then we'd sell them balloons of the nitrous at Reggae on the River, and make so much fucking money, so much money. But then the problem with that was that a lot of people that we were like dealing with, they take a balloon, and then next thing you know, they're huffing on the tank. And actually, so I know a really tragic story about nitrous is that we had a nitrous tank, and it didn't have the valve mechanism on it, right? Like to allow you to safely operate it and fill up balloons and stuff, right? It just had the open close valve and just a hole. Now there was a young girl. Good for you, Sin. Yeah, Reggae on the River is awesome. Well, it used to be. Anyways, so we had the tank in the closet, and there was this really, really nice, beautiful, blonde-headed surfer girl in Bodega Bay. She worked at a local restaurant. She was in her 20s, and she was told several times, like, she was kind of like a nitrous head. A lot of people were nitrous heads at that time, as was the style at the time. And she was told, like, hey, we don't have any way to fill balloons or anything. Just chill, and we're gonna go and get the equipment, and then we'll come back. She as soon as everyone left, she actually went in to the closet, stuck her lip straight to the tank, turned it on, and froze her lips to it, and then asphyxiated and died. And it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. You know, it really put a cramp into having fun with nitrous after that point. So yeah, really really fucked up. Okay. Yeah, so Mexico, yeah, so can you be saying again, Mexico is cool in the sense that you can get meds pretty much, you know, go to a pharmacy. And that, like, to be honest, if you're a tourist or you're a gringo who doesn't speak Spanish and you go into a pharmacy, they're probably not going to give you, depending on the pharmacy, probably not going to give you anything fun. But if you are a citizen of Mexico or you're someone who speaks fluent Spanish, you can probably go in there and get anything you want. The best thing about that is you can get medications that aren't necessarily mind altering, like not like narcotics. To me, that's whatever, right? If you want those, you can get those anywhere. The things that I think are cool are like getting things like testosterone, you know. Not like human growth hormones or steroids, but if you are into that, that's something you can get as well. But testosterone, Viagra, shit like that, right? I think that's the cool thing, because those are medications that, in my opinion, probably should be over the counter. I don't know, for me at least. So what else are we gonna talk about? Oh, I gotta send a link. My buddy Naki wanted to be on the show, and I totally forgot about him. I'm gonna invite him though. Copy URL. And if anybody ever wants to be on the show, just let me know. I don't mind anyone coming on the show. Like, we used to have all kinds of people Unfortunately, there's kind of a curse on our show that several people we've had on here have passed away. So um, just know that. I was just thinking about that yesterday when I was working, and I know I was missing the Fresh 03 show, and I was thinking about how Rye used to come on the show, and then I was thinking about how Scott used to come on the show, and two good friends of mine, and who have both passed away well ahead of their time, and they were both used to come on the show all the time. So sucks. Your headset on. What up?
Vegeta. Oh. What up, man?
Sorry, totally got sidetracked on a talk about my teeth.
It happens.
A tooth talk. It's kind of like a TED talk, except it's with teeth.
Oh.
Here we go. Get my mic out.
Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Alrighty. Good shit.
There you go.
Oops.
Yeah. So Church used to buy his meds in Mexico. I used to buy mine from Canada, which is a kind of a similar situation. The only thing I had to do was I had to do like a consultation with a doctor online, and they would send me meds from Canada for like way less than I was paying in the U.S. So.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah. But now I get my meds for $10, no matter what they are, for my insurance. So.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Let me send you a link for the chat there, my friend.
All right, my bro. Kitty.
Oh, don't encourage her.
Too late.
Don't encourage her. She is an a-hole.
Oh, I can. All cats are assholes. Come on now.
This one's even worse. All right, restore chat. Okay.
Well, there's a chat button right there. There we go.
No, it's a different chat.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say that's a totally different one. Never mind.
I'm gonna send you the link in that chat though.
All right.
That's our personal chat.
Cool.
Wait, I think that was wrong. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Second one's fine.
That one's clickable.
Yep, exactly.
All right, leave Facebook. Oh, damn.
Yeah. That's fucking killing me, man.
Yeah.
Fucking teeth. Let me turn my phone down, make sure it's down.
Oh, yeah, I better turn mine down, too.
Yes. People will fucking get their pitchforks. While we're doing that, I'm going to go through what I'm vaping on. I got this is something from Armageddon. I think it's the Rapture from Armageddon. I like this. I talked about it last time. I like it. It's kind of cheaply built. The top cap feels real chintzy, but some high-end stuff that's aluminum kind of always has that feeling to it. It's whatever. The deck is cool. It's got clamp style deck with a screw that separates the posts. So I like that too. But the one thing I dislike about it, it's kind of a dual-edged sword here. It's got two different kinds of airflow. It's got Kennedy style and Apocalypse style. But as you can see, like there's no way to hide that. Like it just looks ugly. Because instead of having two top caps, they just have one top cap with both sets of holes. So if you want the fucking Apocalypse open, you still have this gray slit here. Now you can have them both open at the same time, but it just ends up being pretty fucking. It ends up being pretty airy. And actually, no, you can't. You can't have them both open at the same time. I'm a liar.
Liar face and fat mouth.
Yeah, fuck aluminum top caps. I'm totally with you, Giz. I'm a copper guy. I'm really a copper. Look at my desk here, and everything is glass and copper, except for this. Got this Rapture, $5. They're still having a sale on Florida Vape Supply, which is the retail component for Armageddon. If you're into Armageddon, it's the time to grab shit. Turns out Panda, so after having played around with her Squonk, the one that we got for $20, she doesn't like it. It's not good.
What?
It's just not good. It's the same kind of thing. What was that Squonk that the YouTuber came out with that was like just the single battery little. He also came out with an RDA that's the same name.
Mike Vapes?
No, the other guy with the wears the fucking weird hat all the time.
Rip Trippers?
No, Rip Troopers doesn't wear a weird hat.
Yeah, he does.
No, man, the guy who wears like the fucking circle hat. What the fuck's his name?
Oh. Oh shit! Not JL Vapes or whatever.
No, man, come on.
I can't remember. I don't watch
Come
a lot
on,
of
chat.
YouTube.
YouTuber, Vaper,
Derek?
released. No, it didn't release the recurve. It
Tony
was
B?
Tony B. So what was the name of his RDA and that fucking squonk that had the same name?
They're saying the Pulse.
Pulse. Okay, so the Pulse squonk, the fucking like little plastic one or Delrin one or whatever one it is, right?
Right, I got it right here.
Yeah, it's junk.
Yeah, it's garbage.
It's junk. This one has a real similar output. Like it functions really similarly. It's
Right.
nicer in its build quality, but its actual output is really trash.
Oh.
And with like a really low ohm build, it works okay. But then you're getting to the point where it's like, okay, I got a single battery here. How dangerously low do I really want to fucking push this thing?
Oh yeah, it's dangerous.
So I'm glad we only paid $20 for it. Those things normally went for over $100. So I'm just glad. I'm just really glad that it's not fucking that we didn't pay that much for it. But still, it's shit because it was kind of like her Christmas present, and so.
Well, that's good to pay over $100 for it, because that would have sucked.
So Giz fucking got your back. He said Rip Trippers wears a funny hat equals true. I guess I
Giz.
just haven't watched fucking Rip Trippers in so long that I fucking don't even know what he looks like anymore.
He wears this weird skin tight hat. I can't describe it. It's fucking just weird.
Like a dad hat?
Not even a dad hat. Those
Let's
are explainable.
Let's look it up.
All right.
Rip Trippers.
Yeah, most
first thing that
single
pops up
batters.
is Rip Tripper's wife.
Oh, what?
That's
Yeah,
the
I
first
wonder-
thing
That's weird.
for autocomplete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he wears like the fucking. I mean, this isn't a weird hat. Okay, look, I'm gonna share.
Yeah,
This is an old video.
The Kenny B's right. The pulse sucks. Way too much voltage drop. Like
Yeah.
even a fully charged battery. I'm like, why is it not? It wasn't satisfying.
So that's the same thing with this Armageddon V2. It's just got voltage drop.
Yeah.
Because and it's easily explainable because it's made out of fucking Delrin or whatever the fuck it's made out of, some kind of plastic.
Yep.
And it's just the way it is, you know. So
I used the pulse for about a week and put it up. Haven't touched it since.
Yeah, I would have never see. Like I knew people were talking about like, oh, you should get the Pulse, blah blah. It's cheap and it's good. I'm like, it's not gonna be good though. It's not gonna be good.
It's like a tattoo. A cheap tattoo's not good, and a good tattoo's not cheap. Whoa, hello.
that's the night we got engaged, which is actually really funny. But yeah, it's a great picture of her. So he just wears like a Kangol hat.
No. His hat he wears is usually way different than that.
Well, okay, we got a lot of hats here that he wears.
Oh yeah.
This is just a backwards hat.
The one on the left, that was left of that, is what he usually wears.
What the hell happened to Rip Trippers? When was this from? 2 years ago. What do you mean what happened to him? He fucking sold out. Anyways, this one here, this one.
Yeah, that one.
With the fucking, it's just a hat.
But it's folded up with like this rib thing underneath it.
Yeah, I mean, it's got like a rope on it, which is weird, but.
Yeah, dope on a rope.
I wonder why he wears that. Is he bald? Is he balding?
No, I don't.
I mean, that's why I wear a hat. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. That's why I wear a hat all the time.
Same here. My hair's standing right here, and I'm cover that bitch up.
I mean, come on. Let's do a little chat poll.
Uh-oh.
Do you think that fucking Rip Trippers looked better before or after the fucking weight loss? I think he looks fucking disgusting with his weight loss.
Me too.
He wasn't fat.
Sickly.
He wasn't fat.
Yeah,
now look,
I
could lose some weight. There's no doubt about it, right? I have no fucking problem admitting that. But right here, this is an attractive man. I got no problem saying that too.
Yeah.
My hetero card is impeccable. I can say it's a good looking fucking dude.
Yeah, right? he's handsome looking in that.
This is fucking gross.
Yeah, he looks sick.
And I don't know, like if I was his wife, I'd be like, I married this, now I'm fucking this. It's a pretty big fucking swing. So,
Oh yeah, that's like 100-pound difference.
yeah, he's just man. I tell you that. You know what? I got a lot of problems with Rip Troopers. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then you know what? In this picture here, he does look fat, but it's whatever. He doesn't. He still looks better than this, so whatever.
Oh yeah, it looks like a straight tweaker.
Yeah, he just looks weird, man.
It's like,
so,
yeah.
yeah, he just looks fucked up.
He does. He looks like a fucking stuck up tweaker you find behind a garbage can, fucking frozen turkey on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, I don't know about all that, but he does look fucked up. So, where was I going with this? I legitimately don't even know.
You might want to move your webcam down a little bit. I want to see her nose and up. There you go.
All right, there you go. Tweaker hipster hats and glasses. Okay, I'm gonna read some of this shit here. Most single battery squonks have a big voltage drop, which is so true and also very frustrating because there aren't a lot of fucking dual battery squonks.
And they're usually expensive when they are dual battery.
Hey, I would pay more for something better. I want a dual battery copper squonk.
Ooh, yes.
That's what I want. Why are there not more of those?
That's a good question. Maybe you should present it to a company and let them rip you off while you're trying to make money.
I don't even care about making money. I just want a good fucking mod. So right. Kenny B does have a brass purge squonk. So.
Ooh, yeah, but purge. You're paying for that name.
So VSO said, not the newsboy hat, the crackhead hat. Gotcha. So Joshua Apathy Miller said he soldered his poles closed and had to run 0.08s on it for a decent rate. It's totally true. At least 0.08s. Like when I'm building for all of Maria's squonks except for her regulated squonks, I have to build lower than I'm comfortable talking about on stream.
Right.
And that's not cool. You know what I mean? Now, like, look, if they had like this thing. This thing I got from fucking 3F, this triple battery parallel box.
Yeah.
Like, because this is 3 batteries in parallel, I can build really low on this, right? And so even if it does have a massive voltage drop, which it does, I can build low enough on this that it just equalizes the whole problem, right? Because it distributes that ohm load between those 3 batteries in an equal way. So it kind of divides it by 3. So if it's 0.08, it's the batteries are getting hit with a load that's similar to like 0.16. No, even more than that, 0.24. So the batteries are totally in a safe zone, so to speak. So give me, and you know what, and the size doesn't bother me. Give me a copper box of this size, dual, triple batteries in fucking parallel. And you know what, even if you're going to do it with 3 batteries, it doesn't even have to be copper. It can be fucking aluminum. It can be fucking Delrin. It could be whatever this material is. It can be wood. I don't give a fuck. Because then I can build low enough to make it work.
Yeah.
But with these single battery squonks, I'm just real disappointed. The only one that she uses on a consistent basis is the fucking dot mod one that we had to replace 3 times.
Ooh, damn.
Because it's dot mod is fucking dot mod and they always fuck everything up.
Right. Too bad there's no such thing as the perfect vape.
There could be. It's not like it's fucking saturation stations that skinny shaming. I'm not saying look.
You shamer.
I'm not shaming him for being skinny. I'm just my opinion, right? If he's healthier, he feels better, he's happy with that weight that he's at, that I totally am okay with that, and Godspeed. I just think from my aesthetic point of view that he looked handsome and now he looks less handsome.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's all I'm saying. Keto, man, you know what? Keto, my doctor is so against keto. He's like, just stop eating as much, eat more grains, eat less meat, eat more fucking whole grains and shit.
Yeah.
And you're
in
gonna
moderation.
Lose weight. Yeah, and you're gonna lose weight. Keto, he was like, man, you're eating a lot of shit that's like got a lot of things like high cholesterol things that are bad for your heart.
Oh yeah, high fat content, everything.
Yeah, and that's
my mom's on it.
It's true. Keto keto will make you lose fucking weight, but like in a way that's not necessarily healthy for your body.
I agree. My mom's on it. She's been on it since April. Lost over 60 pounds. Mm-hmm. So far, so good. She's still maintaining health, you know.
Yeah.
But like me, I'm diabetic. If I get on it, I can go to ketoacidosis, which will kill me. So I can't even begin to try keto.
I went on keto for about a month and did lose weight, but I got the keto flu thing that happened to me, and that's common. It's common for people, right?
Yeah.
Because basically your body is not in whatever it's called, keto
state,
keto symbiosis or whatever the fuck it is. But my body was not happy, and it felt like I had the flu, and it felt like I was detoxing off fucking opiates, and it didn't go away. And so basically I just stopped.
Yeah, no doubt. I tried it for a week. I felt sick.
Yeah.
I was like, I talked to my doctor. He's like, don't fucking do it. You can go to ketoacidosis and that'll kill you.
Yeah.
And man, fuck that.
Hold on. There's a raccoon behind my head. I was just informed. I'm trying not to freak out. You know what? She actually is kind of raccoonish, even in her behavior. Hi, baby. Hi. This is the cat we flew from Florida. This is Peanut. This is Maria's cat. We had to fly her first class from Florida. So
the cat got first class while you rode coach.
Yeah. No, I had to ride in the fucking the luggage compartment.
That's like my mom's dog. He eats human food, right? Like steaks, good stuff. One night he ate better than us, and he eats better than us no matter what. But he had a filet mignon while we were eating ramen.
Not good.
I was looking at this, the dynamics. I was like, the fuck's with this?
You're bigger than those dogs. You could probably just take that steak away from it and give it the ramen.
Oh yeah, I could straight up beat that dog up.
I mean, I'm just saying. So Kenny B said grains are no good. So here's the thing: processed grains are no good, right?
Okay.
Like white rice, shit like that. But if you eat, whole grain, brown rice, that is good for you. And and it might not be like the caveman diet, but Chinese people and Japanese people are eating rice every fucking day, and there's like the level of obesity in those countries is super low. So there's just some things that I'm gonna try to listen to my doctor. I'm gonna eat more things like that, more high fiber, low carb, high fiber, and just eat less. And
it's all about moderation.
Definitely. And I eat at night because I work all day, and I'm at my work. I don't have a lot of opportunities to eat a meal. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm lucky if I eat 2 meals in a day.
But then when I do eat, I eat a lot. Like I eat a big meal at night. And we usually don't eat dinner till 9, 10 o'clock at night, which is totally fucking bad.
Oh yeah.
And then because I'm going to bed with food in my stomach, which is not good because you're not processing it in the same way you would when you're awake.
Right.
And then I snack because I haven't eaten all day. Even after I eat a meal, I'm still fucking hungry. Whereas if I ate during the day, even little things, some fruit, some fucking beef jerky, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like it would help me. So
that's why I like I like snacking throughout the entire day. I don't have to deal with meals. I'll eat snacks. Intermittent fasting, I think is what it's called. That's what I really like.
Yeah, I like fasting, but see, for me, the way my metabolism works, and this is not like a fat guy saying I got slow metabolism. The way my metabolism works, if I don't eat, my metabolism stops.
Yeah,
like it just absolutely stops. And because I've tried, trust me, when I was doing meth, I didn't eat, and my weight loss was fucking crazy slow. I did lose weight, but like, fuck, I remember being, at my absolute worst, where I was eating literally maybe a meal every few days and drinking a lot of Gatorade. I was still 180, almost 200 pounds.
Still healthy.
And I would fluctuate between like 180 to 210.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it's...
That was like me and my opiate addiction. I wouldn't eat.
Yeah.
I fluctuated between 330 and 400 for about 5 years. Then all of a sudden, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, I gained all this water weight. I gained over 40 pounds in 10 days.
Yeah.
out of nowhere, boom, all my doctors got concerned. They're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know. You tell me. You're the doctor."
Yep.
They're like, "We don't know what's wrong with you. You're perfectly healthy, except for your legs are really swollen and your feet are really swollen."
Yep.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that happen fucking like with my leg. That definitely had to do with my gaining weight after I got clean. And yeah, but anyway, so there's some good advice here. Apathy Miller said just cut out sugar and carbs. You don't have to be on a high fat diet.
Yeah.
Totally agree. I think that's totally true.
Yeah.
If I fucking stop eating at like 7 p.m. and I'm just like, hey, that's it.
Right.
I would do better. I would do better.
Yeah. Like I'm on a complete trying to be sugar free. Like all my drinks are sugar free. But every now and again I eat like a candy bar, whatever. Yeah. But I'm almost completely sugar free at this point.
These little bastards right here, this is what's keeping the weight on me. There's no doubt about it. But I'm so fucking addicted to them. And I don't know what it is. I've tried just caffeine from coffee, all that kind of shit, and I still crave these bastards. There's some kind of these are the new cigarettes. Yeah, this is the new fucking cigarette. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, because there's something in here that they're not disclosing that's highly addictive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I completely detoxed off sugar while I was in the hospital with my toe loss.
Yeah,
I was thankful I was in the hospital because it drove me nuts.
Yeah,
I couldn't leave, so I couldn't go out and get sugar.
Yep.
When I got out of the hospital, I was like, I don't care.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy because if I go, because I've tried getting off Rockstars many times, and I get these crazy headaches, and I mean I have like cravings for them. So
yeah, they're highly addictive.
They're highly addictive. Yeah,
it's new meth.
It's only my meth. Right. When I was getting clean off meth, it's so funny because that's when I first started with the energy drinks. Not like the same, like I still wasn't drinking them every day. Like now I drink them every day, which is totally a big reason why I'm the way that I am.
Right.
But I would get these Monster used to make these things called BFCs, big fucking cans. And they were they're like 64-ounce cans. And I used to drink like when I was we're talking like the first month that I was clean off meth, I would drink 2 or 3 of those a day and still just be fucking totally like annihilated with exhaustion because I was just so used to being here that all of a sudden all my fucking hormone, like, because when you're doing meth, it's like it pumps up all your like adrenaline and your fucking all your feel good chemicals, your dopamine, your serotonin. And so all of a sudden I went from like here being my baseline to being like here, and it really fucked me up.
Yeah, that's it. I was drinking 2 or 3 of those a day myself, but my favorite one, the glass bottle ones, the Ubers.
Ugh, I don't like those.
Oh man,
I don't like them. Don't like them.
What
I don't even like Monsters at all anymore. So
yeah, I'm a Rockstar guy myself anymore, mainly because they got the best sugar free. But the Ubers and the imports are my get down when it comes to Monster.
Yeah,
you can't find the Ubers anymore.
I do like. I will say this. I really hate the sugar-free Rockstars. What I have been doing is buying a sugar-free Rockstar, a regular Rockstar, and mixing them. That way, I'm not drinking 2 Rockstars like that are just regular. But I will say this: so Sin says she drinks the Monsters, but she drinks the sugar-free ones. I actually do like the sugar-free Monsters.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. I think the flavor just mixes better with that kind of fake sugar. I don't know.
I drink the pure blacks or ultra blacks. That's it for Monster. If I drink them, this is my get down.
Pure Zero. I actually like those ones are okay.
Yeah, they have 0 carbs in them. Everything.
Yeah, they're okay. I still don't like them though. Okay, let's go through some of the chat here. So Stephen Taylor said sweet potatoes and yams, cooked carrots. So actually, my doctor told me that to eat like as much like potatoes, sweet potatoes, shit like that. He said those are really good. So
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the keto diet is just not for me. It's just not for me. It's I wish it was because I've seen people lose weight. Like Beauty and the Vape, she lost like 70 pounds in like literally like 6 months.
Yep.
And I would love for that to be my reality. But there's just no way. First off, I don't eat meat. Like we don't eat meat on a regular basis. So it would be really tough for me to like transition from being basically vegetarian to being basically a carnivore, eating meat and shit every single fucking meal.
Oh yeah.
Not that, and like, it's whatever,
Yeah.
I think what it is that I just got to fucking what has already been said. I just got to cut out sugar, cut out carbs, eat more greens. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So
Yeah. Within 2 months, I think it was, or 1 month, after cutting sugar completely out of my diet, like 100%, my A1C level, which, if you don't know what it is your baseline sugar levels for the past 3 months as a diabetic. And mine was 14 plus, unregisterable. I couldn't read it.
Yeah.
And I got it down to a 9.4 within a month. Just cutting sugar out. Boom.
Yep.
It was amazing. Now I'm down. Oh, and now I'm down to 9.0 because I had some sugar. Fuck it. Who cares? I'm an adult. I can do what I want.
It's your life, man.
Exactly. But I'm cutting way back in, trying to cut sugar completely back out of it because I don't want to get this weight loss surgery.
Yeah.
The stomach sleeve.
Yep.
And that's gonna be a lifestyle change. Boom.
It works, man, if you work it, man.
Oh, diet and exercise, everything. I plan on doing it all.
So a couple of people have said my doctor's on crack. Like I that's just one thing he has talked to me about, because I've talked to him about the way I eat, and so we've been trying to find things that would be like happy mediums for me, because I basically have said that I'm not. I basically have been kind of like, well, like this is impossible for me to change the way I eat. So he's been really trying to find things. He actually bought a bunch of books, and he's actually been doing a lot of research for me. The guy's actually a really good guy. Okay.
Right.
So I wouldn't say he's like stuck in his thinking. The government definitely has been lying to us, and science changes constantly when it comes to what's healthy, what's unhealthy.
Yep.
But so we've been looking into some studies that have been done that like have large sample sizes. So like not reading like a book about a diet, but like reading like academic papers about diet and that kind of shit, and protein, all that kind of stuff. So. And carbs turn into sugar. Yes, absolutely. Okay. But VSO said, I eat a potato and I would have to go to the ER. I'm sorry. That sucks.
Damn.
So never eat the head off a gingerbread man first. Then you just have a torso left. That is just wrong. Yeah.
Well, it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, so Kenny B's right. There are a lot of carbs in veggies, but see the diet that's been recommended to me by my doctor is to eat very specific things, like rice and greens and
like
a small portion of sweet potatoes. Just like it's all about trying to cut back on the amount of carbs that I'm eating. The amount of sugar, like especially refined sugar that I'm taking in, trying to eliminate as much processed food as possible, and just eating less. So,
my doctor told me straight up, if it tastes good, spit it out. Don't eat it.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, that's a little extreme, but he got a point. If it tastes good, it's probably bad for me because I'm a type 2 diabetic.
Yeah, you got to be really careful. And I'm trying, luckily I don't have diabetes, and so I'm trying to avoid getting there, but,
Yeah, don't get it. It's not fun.
No, it's not. No, it's definitely not. All right. So, what am I vaping on today? I got, still vaping on the old Steelpunk Steampunk edition with the dead rabbit. I think this is just kind of patinaed in a really beautiful kind of like aggressive way that I really like. It has that dirty look. When this is polished up, it looks gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, both the RDA and the mod. But when I'm thinking like steampunk, which is supposed to be like a steampunk edition, I think of it as being kind of industrial, kind of used, and I think this really fits the bill. So
this, I think it's called a recycled tech. That's what they use in Star Wars, is recycled tech.
Yeah, and this really gives me that vibe. Like when I vape this, like I actually legitimately think like if there was a steampunk vape, this would be it. So I love this.
I love steampunk.
Kenny B, you're the man. I got this from Kenny B. He took really good care of me, gave me a great price on it. He's a good guy. Much love to Kenny B. This is the kind of thing I can never afford on my own without good friends. So excellent though. Good vape. Got white girl in there. Still rocking my my Manta mouth to lung. I'm liking this more and more all the time. Got it on the old Switch mod. Still want my Cthulhu Haster. gonna definitely get it. Still, it's definitely worth getting. If you've never tried the Cthulhu Haster, if you're into mouth to lung tanks, the Cthulhu Haster 24, in my opinion, is the cat's pajamas. It's just absolutely wonderful. So
Right.
but this is a good cheap alternative if you're looking for a mouth to lung tank. The Manta MTL is really good, and if you are so inclined, you can run this full open, direct to lung. It's still
I liked it.
It's good. It's good. It's got great
It
flavor
is.
too.
It really does. You let me try it that night.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's
I
really
liked it. Gets my approval.
Yeah.
Which means everything in the industry. My approval.
That's it. You got to have it. So VSO is a traumatic type 1 diabetic. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. That diabetes ain't no fucking joke, man.
No,
my mom almost died from it. So.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to ask, what does traumatic diabetic mean? I know what diabetic is. I still don't know what the traumatic means.
Maybe he's just traumatized by it.
Oh, that's true.
Giz has heart failure, so there's that.
Oh.
Are you fucking? I don't ever know if fucking Giz is full of shit because he's so sarcastic a lot of times.
Right.
So I'm like, part of me wants to be like, yeah, okay, motherfucker. But then if he really does, I'd feel bad. Giz, you're always fucking with me, so I don't even know if I can take you seriously. Church's A1C is 6.5 and eat pretty much what I want within reason. Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, that's borderline.
Mm-hmm. You love my old steampunk Nano 120. Is that the freaking Tesla one? Is that the one from Tesla? I actually don't really care for that one because to me that one looks like steampunk in the sense that they just kind of like slapped a bunch of gears on it. If I'm thinking of the same thing.
Yeah, if it's what I'm thinking it is, it's just fake as fuck looking.
This one to me, I like. It's just because it doesn't necessarily like scream steampunk, but it just kind of has that aesthetic to it.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. It screams. It looks steampunk to me.
It has one gear on it. It does have a gear. Like all steampunk stuff has to have a gear apparently, but this one is the 510. Which is kind of cool.
A little more, yeah. See, I liked. I missed the.
I would definitely approve that comment.
Yeah. No, I missed the Smoke 150. Remember the old 150? No temperature control, pure wattage only. It's like this big.
Yeah.
I missed that. I went looking for it the other night. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Bro, I remember the old like IPv3s, IPv2.
Yeah, I picked up IPv3 when it came out.
The Sigelli 150. Whatever happened to fucking Sigelli?
Right? Actually, I think it was Sigelli, not Smoke.
No, they don't.
Where the hell is my charger?
So, traumatic means that a surgeon damaged his pancreas when he took his gallbladder out, and his pancreas no longer produces the insulin that he needs.
Oh, shit.
So, it was diabetes caused by trauma.
That's fucked up.
And Giz, I want to believe you, man, that you have heart failure. I do, because I love you, and I'm worried about you. But like Chevy Man says, you're full of shit 99% of the time. You play too damn much.
I was wrong. It wasn't Smoke. It was Sigelli that made the 150.
Yeah, Sigelli 150. Yep.
I had a red one. It was before they did that little one that goes like that, has a little hump on it.
I hated that one.
Me too. I bought it and I fucking hated it.
What, babe? All right.
What? They got it for sale still? No way. Budget Vaperz. Yeah, I'm of legal age. $70. Holy shit.
You can still find them, but
yeah, I just found budgetvapers.com.
I definitely wouldn't pay that much for it. Okay, Giz, I will say, yeah, we definitely got. Oh, Sen, you're fucking too sweet, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That'll go towards getting my tooth pulled.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, I mean, I guess the word "full of shit" is a little bit strong when talking about Giz. I would just say that he is a joker. He's a jokester. But I do believe him because I think VSO is vouching for him. So keep your fucking self healthy, my dude.
Right.
Stan, you're the fucking, you know what? You're the best. I really, really do appreciate that. Now, don't get me wrong. You're never required to do that. I don't want anyone to ever think they need to do that, but it does, it does warm my heart. It does warm my heart. You guys are the best. Don't even know what to say. You're amazing.
Shit, I remember when mods hitting 10 watts was amazing.
I remember when the 11 watt MVP was the shit. I used to fucking use an RDA with it. I used to drip on that thing. So with like a 1 ohm coil, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it was all right. 6 milligram juice. You got pretty decent cloudage off of it. I remember thinking at the time, this thing's a beast. Yep. But then Sigelli came out with that 20 watt. Remember like the tube that was fucking like a 20 watt. It kind of looked like the Provari, except it was shittier than the Provari. But it was a 20 watt mod. Sigelli came out with it. Sigelli really had a big hand in pushing the wattage wars. You know?
Yeah.
Like without Sigelli,
with the 150, I'm like,
yeah. Without Sigelli and IPV, we would not have high wattage mods.
That's a fact. I agree with you 100% because at Sigelli out of nowhere, we were hitting like 50, 70 watt, 5 watts. And all of a sudden, boom, 150. What bitches?
Yep. Yeah, they did the 150. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for them, what we would have had was people like DNA pushing more like the 30 watts with a little bit more control over the output and things like temperature control, which I think would have been incredibly boring, to be totally honest. I like getting like a 300 watt mod for the shits and giggles. I never use 300 watts, but it's fucking, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. I know. I rarely ever get over 80 watts on any device.
You know, it's funny because when I'm using an unregulated mech mod with a low build, like the builds that I use, if you do like the calculations and shit, I'm pushing probably close to 300 watts sometimes. But when I'm using definitely, but when I'm using a regulated mod, I'm the same thing. Like I'll maybe 120 watts. You know, I'm usually pretty conservative with my regulated. Yeah. But also, I think that regulated mods.
When I'm doing like a basic bit build, 80 watts.
Yeah, 80 watts is plenty. I could be totally happy to be totally honest with you. I would be happy as a clam with a 30 watt mod because now that knowing what I know about electricity and about Ohm's law and building, you build appropriate builds for a 30 watt mod, and you can have a totally satisfying vape. So I don't want to be limited to that, but I can deal with it.
Right. Like this, I have 2 basic round wire builds in here. 3 millimeter in diameter.
You got 2 builds in there?
No, 2 coils. Sorry.
I'm fucking with you.
But it's just 2 basic bitch coils. 60 watts. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it's good vape. With my tanks, I usually prefer a little bit higher ohm. That way I can keep up with the wicking and shit.
Oh shit! I gotta change batteries.
Yes, you do.
I haven't changed them in 2 days. I haven't been rocking this bad boy all the time.
Okay, Giz, we'll say this: you're not full of shit. You are full of piss and vinegar, though. So there's definitely still body fluids there.
He's still on Santa's naughty list.
So Stephen Taylor said, get a 200 watt, use it at 150 or below for long battery life. Yeah, it's true. This mod that we have, the triple battery mod, I'm letting Maria use it right now, but 3 batteries in parallel. I will say this: that fucking thing will last over a full day of use before you have to change the batteries.
That's amazing. Actually.
It is amazing. It's awesome. I highly recommend if you're looking for a mod and size doesn't really matter to you. You'll carry on a big mod. Size doesn't matter. Well, we all know size does matter. Giggity. Go fucking grab that shit, and because it's cheap, it's like less than $20. The button is a little janky, but it's worth the money. And I'll be damned if this thing does not just last and last and last. And it'll last 6 hours of steady use before you even notice any of battery decline. And depending on the batteries you're using, like we're just using these shitty rewraps that we have. That we're trying to cycle these out. This is that triple battery mod.
Oh, that's a sexy little beast.
I like it. It's just a generic triple battery mod we got from 3F.
Oh wow.
It's totally fucking. That's what I'm talking about. You get something like this. It's mechanical. It lasts all day. It's a great mod. 3F8. You gotta love it.
It's camo.
Yeah, I'm not crazy on the camo, but
I am. I love. That's my favorite color.
I don't have any fucking RDAs that are camo. I can't have anything that matches.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I'm kind of big on matchy.
Me too.
Yep, Stephen Taylor, parallels add more current and last longer. Yep, it increases the battery life because it splits up the load between all the batteries. So
Yeah. See, when what was it? Oh God, what company was that? Wismec first came out with that triple battery, like streamlined it.
oh, the RX 300 or whatever. RX
The Rouleau.
The Rouleau, that's what it is.
Yeah. When the Rouleau came out, man, that blew everyone's wig back. Like, oh.
That was like the height of the wattage wars, and kind of the end of them, to be honest. Because once you got to that certain point where once you got up to like the 300 watt mark, people were kind of like, "What the fuck's the point of this anymore?"
Yeah, when you're getting legit like 200 watts out of 3 batteries, you kind of peaked.
Yeah, it's like, what? Do we really need that much? You know, no, we don't.
No, it's all for show.
But I use mechanical mods for everything now, even my tanks. I have a bunch of regulated mods that I like. I just don't ever use them because, like we've talked about a trillion times here, there is a noticeable difference between the output of a pure mechanical device and a regulated device. A pure mechanical device has this pure, direct, visceral output that you just cannot get from a regulated device. A regulated device...
This is true.
Just has this, I mean, it's imperceptible, but there's a delay, and the output it's all over the place. And it's pulse width modulation is okay sometimes, but it's the pulse, and I can feel the pulse. I can feel that up and down of that fucking wave. So everyone definitely had an RX 200. There's no fucking doubt about that, Kenny B. Everybody had it. That was the mod to have. Just like when Sigelli and fucking IPV had their shit, like the 150s, everybody had either an IPv3 or a fucking Sigelli 150. Everybody had one.
Yeah.
Everyone I fucking knew.
I want to get another. Yeah, I want to get another Sigelli 150 just because it's a solid wattage beast.
We have one. We have one of the ugly ones, like one of the later versions. Maria found it in a 7-Eleven parking lot.
Oh, with that hump?
Yeah, she found it in a 7-Eleven parking lot. It's like got been run over. It's so fucking trashed. You put batteries in that, it still works. It still works like a motherfucker. We just don't ever use it, so.
Yeah. It's ugly as fuck. Why would you want to use it?
In the 7-Eleven and left it on the counter.
Oh.
The battery was dead. He asked for a charger. And there was no one there. I was helping out for free in the freezer, and he left it right on the counter and forgot about it. And I snatched it up.
It looks like you got run over.
And I was like, "How the fuck do you charge this thing?" And I found out like you couldn't charge it.
It takes external batteries.
Yeah, you had to put that. Well, I was new to vaping, so I was like trying to find a charger port. There was no charger port. So I found you had to put batteries in it, and friggin' still works.
So everybody new glasses. Maria got new glasses. They're very pretty.
Oh shit! I broke my favorite pair.
You're being so stupid. Hello, man.
Hi, Panda.
She's already gone.
Yeah, I broke my favorite pair of glasses. My Nikes that were unbreakable. I broke.
There ain't no fucking such thing, man.
Nope. So I went back to I found my other wide brim black ones. I was like, yeah.
So Kitty B said something so funny. It's so true. I always will see a new regulated mod that comes out, and I'm excited about it. Or I'll get something for a review, and I'll think this is amazing. And the same with Panda. She likes regulated mods, but there's just once you go to mechs, it's game over. It's game over. And so I'll play with it for a couple of days. And that's it, man. It just sits in the fucking closet. I mean, a good example is these two right here, which I love.
Yeah. See, I always go back
she has shit. She has shit piled on top of them because they're so unused. Take off the shit.
I always go back to a mechanical mod of some sorts.
I have 4. 3 of these are Panda. Well, all of them are Pandas. I basically just have given the ones that were mine to her. But these are 4 really good examples of mods that we were like hot and heavy for, and then just and then just totally like lost interest in them. So this is a Smock G-Proof Baby, 80 watts, tiny. I love this thing for some reason. I love the form factor. It's got a giant screen. It's got a side fire button. The battery goes on top here. It's just it's a cool little fucking pocket mod. The Squid Industry is a little bit different, I think, because it's a direct voltage kind of mod. I like those.
Don't buy one. Mine does not work anymore.
They have a copper one that's coming out. I'm actually thinking about buying it.
Oh man, I would save my lunch money.
Yeah. So this is a cool mod. Literally, this got maybe a full day of use.
Oh wow.
Maybe. And it's to me, I think this is cool. It's cool looking.
Right.
Right. Okay. This thing is fucking gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the Wake Mod Co. Fucking Bigfoot 200 watt mod.
See, I got
Absolutely
my sister a little
beautiful.
foot.
Yeah.
That was a solid little device. I liked it. It was cute.
This is a fucking great mod. There's no doubt about it. This is a fantastic mod, man. It's got another side fire button. It's got real clicky fucking interface.
Nice.
It's amazing. And it's got the fucking. They have different kinds, but this one we got the fucking Dixie cup, fucking sip and lean fucking variety, right? The purple drink one.
Yeah, once you get at school.
So she used this maybe for a week. I used it for a few days. This one got more use than other ones, mostly because of the aesthetics of it, because it's so pretty that it's like, how can you not love that? But again, it's just sitting there collecting dust. This is something that I've used quite a bit. It actually has batteries in it. This one probably got more use than the rest because it's a fucking 2700, and that's the Captain PD270.
That's still popular.
It's gorgeous. It really is. It's a great looking mod, and it's got a lot of fucking features that I think are cool. It's got like a hard feature, like where it doesn't have that. Like a lot of regulated mods have like this initial, when you first push the button, it starts off at a low wattage, then like boosts up to the wattage that you want. And most of them do that. It's kind of imperceptible, right? Like you don't really notice that it's happening. This one has something that's just called hard mode. A lot of mods have that, where it just starts. If you want it at 80 watts, it starts at 80 watts. This is a good mod. I still like it. I still will use this, but not. It's been sitting over there for a couple months. And I had a fucking donut sitting on top of it, like a little squishy donut. So, and then this one is one that Maria got for me, and I love it. And this is the Vaperz Polar.
Oh, nice.
It's a great mod. Again, side fire button, really, really well built. Fantastic fucking mod, man. And again, just I played with it for a couple days, you know. Unfortunately. And I got a ton more.
This is what I always go back to.
Yeah, that's a nice mod.
I always go back to my Asmodus.
Asmodus makes good stuff.
Yeah, but they're getting weird.
Yeah.
Also, this bad boy, the V200.
I always liked the aesthetics of the V200.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little mod.
I have a couple other mods that are regulated that I enjoy. I have one from. Let me grab it.
Uh-oh.
Get the fuck down.
I bet he gets naked and comes back. Who wants to bet he comes back naked? Yeah, anyone? No? Okay.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Well, Chevy, man, it's supposed to be modeled after the B120, I think.
Sigelli 150.
Yeah, B18C. That's what it's supposed to be modeled after. Honda with a VTEC.
Sigelli 150.
Ooh.
Look how fucking sun damaged it is.
I hate that mod just because of the aesthetics.
Oh, it's ugly as fuck. It's ugly as sin.
Yeah.
But like, I guess everybody was complaining because they just kept releasing a bunch of mods that were just boxes. But we all liked those, so they were fine.
Yeah.
This was a great mod. It's really ugly. I got it for a review. And actually, this one got used until it just stopped working. And this is the Snow Wolf Alpha.
Nice.
Snow Wolf, I think. The Arctic Dolphin. That's right. It's the Arctic Dolphin, not the Snow Wolf. Arctic Dolphin Alpha. It's got this really ugly fucking lumps. Those are actual like 3D.
Looks like tumors.
Yeah, they're definitely tumors. We used to always refer to them as tumors. Really, really great mod. The reason why I liked this is because it hit. You could put builds on there that were extremely low, like 0.05. It would fire. High wattage, and it just stopped working, unfortunately. So this is sitting in my garbage pile. But this was a good mod, and the button has a great placement.
You want me to take it apart and try fixing it for you?
No, it's done. But look at that button placement, like the detonator style. I love that, and it's just got a fantastic button. Kind of reminds me of like.
Oh, go ahead.
Fantastic.
Squid Industries has a detonator. That looks like a detonator.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, I want one.
So
but,
this is.
I can't justify it after this double barrel.
If it broke, then you definitely should.
Yeah,
so this is something from Aspire that's called the SkyStar Revo. It's touchscreen. I will use this for like a very specific use case for things like my Avocado 24. When I have the blue O-rings in it, I will use that with this because it matches.
Huh.
And this is good. It has bypass mode, so I basically just use it in bypass mode.
See, I want to get another Craving Vapor Hexome. I love those, but they're $200. I'm like, $200 for a box.
Those were so played out, dude.
They still make them.
So this is something that's really old school. Around the same time as things like the Sigelei 150, it's after that time, but this was Inniken's kind of answer to that. It was an answer that was way too late, but it has an internal battery that still functions perfectly to this day. Bless you. And it has it has like fucking 5,000 milliamp hour, something like that. It's got a high milliamp hour. So I use it for things like this tank. I'll use it for my mouth to lung. I only use this in situations where I know I got to travel light, like going like on a long car trip for work, and I don't want to be fiddling with batteries.
My internet connection is unstable.
You're fucking bringing me down. I have excellent connection, so ha. So anyways, I love this mod. It's Coolfire Ultra 150. I'm pretty sure you can't get these anymore, but internal battery. In that was that was the fashion at the time. And Inniken products, in my opinion, very well built. This is ugly as sin though. It has this weird divot in the side. It's just an old school looking mod. So I use it for old school things like my fucking UD Goliath here, and for things like my mouth to lung. Like I said, if I'm going to go on a long car trip, I don't want to bring a battery. This will last me all day, especially with my 0.5 ohm mouth to lung device. Another Inniken mod, probably my favorite out of all these. Probably my favorite because I have a lot of RDAs that are red, or that I have red top caps for. And this will fire them. Has side fire button, has a joystick for the controls, has an off center 510, which I like, and it's the Inniken Proton. I had two of these. I gave one away for a giveaway. Great mod.
I remember when you were raving about that when you first got it.
It's great. It's great, but I never use it. Just like Kenny B saying, this is just like, it's funny because all these mods, when I'm looking at them and I'm talking about them, it's like I have nothing bad to say about any of these mods. They're really good, especially for regulated mods. I think these are some for their price points. Okay, let's get this. Let's just get it all clear. There are mods that are regulated that are on the higher end of the price spectrum. You know, like the Yeehee fucking what the fuck's it called? It doesn't matter. There's some really high-end regulated mods that are much nicer. But these, right?
Like the G class?
Yeah, exactly. Or the Z's or whatever the fuck they have nowadays. Those I had one of those. It was beautiful. It was awesome. It was a great mod. But for the price points that all these are, I think these are definitely top tier like best in class. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the Proton for this price, I think it's hard to beat. Same with these the Polar from Vaporz and the Skystar Revo. I think these are all probably under $50 now, and I think that they're all amazing. The Bigfoot was more expensive, but I think aesthetically it's fantastic. I would not buy this for pure functionality because it really doesn't have that much functionality. It's just kind of a pure wattage device.
That's why I like.
But then you would like this. It's got a really nice battery sled. It's like another thing about it. The backplate is awesome and interchangeable with the other ones.
Nice.
I would buy this if you're looking for something that's aesthetic. Like you're worried about the looks of it more than the functionality. Because if you're looking just purely functional, I would buy one of these other ones. Right. I would probably, if you're talking about just pure function, I would probably just buy this still, the Captain PD270.
Yeah, that's still popular as fuck.
Well, and rightfully so. It's a great mod. But I don't ever use these. I'm like raving about them, but we never use these. So
yeah,
it's just
that's funny. Like me. I always end up going back to a mech. Always.
Yeah, me too. I just sent out a couple of mods to my boy Fix It Danner. That I had a couple mods that they weren't my favorites or anything, but I think they were still good. There was I sent him one, the Batman mod, that had like the colored RGB lights on the back and shit. Kind of looks supposed to be like Batman inspired.
Yeah.
Obviously they didn't pay for the rights to do that, but it was it's a great mod. 200 watts, I think. Cool little regulated mod. Nice. Not too bad. And then I sent him the oh my god, who made it? Maybe it was Anakin.
What was the name of it again?
It was the old school Squonk. It was like one of the first regulated Squonks that was like entry level price wise. Okay. And it was a 160 watt or 250 watt version of it.
Wow.
No, 160, because the original one was 80 watts. I had that, and then got this other one. It's triple battery, or maybe it's two batteries. I don't know. I can't remember.
Not the top side.
No, this is way older. Like literally one of the first Squonks that was affordable.
Okay.
Because I remember there was a time Squonks have been around forever, like literally forever, but they were always really high end, like stabilized wood, shit like that. This was just a mod, regulated, plastic, 160 watts, boom bam, no frills. But it's a Squonk, so I sent him one. So
nice.
So Spork said he can't find his Conqueror. Man, fuck that. I have mine. I knew right where my shit is. So
me too.
Kitty Beats, I use my log box every day. It's my own reader. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
I'm still enjoying this Blotto. It's a really nice tank. RDTA.
I just don't like the look of it.
It took me a minute, but it comes with 3 different glasses: a clear straight, a clear bubble, and
it has the straights. Has the straights.
Yeah, it's got a straight one.
I'm just not a bubble tank guy. Maria loves that shit. I can't stand it. So
I love bubble tanks.
So for me, one of the other things I'm vaping, I got the old my authentic MCV Philippines Elite. No, it's not authentic. This thing normally would be like $500 because it's from MCV, but this is just a clone. It's a series mod. Basically, I was looking for my. I like series vaping, but I don't always want to use a giant stack. So I was actually looking for my Noisy Cricket last night. And I found it, but the button is fucked, as is the style of Noisy Crickets at the time. The buttons often just stop functioning. So, and I couldn't get it apart. I've gone through probably 6 of those, and that's no joke. Maria has one. She was like, "Do you want to use mine?" But I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want to fuck yours up too." So, so I actually have this that wasn't working. It's same kind of thing as the Noisy Cricket. It functions very similar. It's a series mod box. And it wasn't working though. The button was getting stuck. So all I did was, it only has 4 screws. Took the whole thing apart, cleaned it out real good, and now it's kicking ass, taking names. So,
hell yeah.
Vaping this again, vaping White Girl in there.
Now I really miss my Noisy Cricket.
Me too. Every time I think about it, I love the Noisy Cricket. It's just
Same
such
here.
a piece of shit.
Yeah, that button would break within a week.
Yeah, and you know what? And like the Noisy Cricket 2 came out, and it wasn't the Noisy Cricket anymore.
Nope, it was regulated, wasn't it?
It was something, I don't know. It was just different, and people liked it. But like to me, like I want a simple, like the simplicity of the Noisy Cricket is what made it so appealing to me. I also thought that's one of the reasons why it was so dangerous was because people could buy it. It was super cheap, and it was series. But I loved it personally. I thought it was fucking amazing when it works. When it works. But you know, like you said, it worked for a week and then it just dies. So
yeah, I love the Noisy Cricket. The simplicity of it, how hard it hit.
Hit like a fucking beast. Yep.
Fuck yeah! If you didn't build it right, you were fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing I didn't like about it because it didn't come with instructions. Like, hey, warning, asshole.
So their ADV said, yeah. So an ADV, hey man, I didn't see you sneak in. It was regulated and you could switch from series to parallel. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But see, that's so not what the Noisy Cricket was to me. The Noisy Cricket was Jaybo's solution to an affordable series experience.
Yeah.
Right? Just a cheap ass fucking piece of aluminum.
Yep.
It was just.
I think I paid $30.
I mean, the last one I bought, I got for like I think $16. But I think they ran between $20 and $30. Yeah.
Right.
Brand new. You know.
Yeah.
Like when they were first released and shit. So.
I wouldn't mind getting another one because you could swap the button out from one of the mech mods, and it would last forever and a day. But I don't forget which mech mod that was.
So there's actually a kit you can buy because the Noisy Cricket has a huge fan base.
Oh yeah.
There's actually a kit you can buy that gives you a better 510 little screw thing and a better switch. Oh, wow. And it also includes a copper tube, so you can actually take the switch and the fucking 510 thing and make a tube mod out of it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
It was only $20, right? For the whole kit. Wow. But every time I would look for those, they were fucking
sold out.
So
I bet you can find it now.
Oh, I definitely, if they still make them. That's the thing. The Noisy Cricket is definitely not in the zeitgeist at the moment. Nobody's thinking about the fucking Noisy Cricket. I would still buy that right now because I have a fucking body. I have like 4 bodies of Noisy Crickets that I would love to use because I love that mod.
Yeah, me too. It was small in form factor, you know.
Can you have 5 of them new in the package? Hit me up, man. I'll buy one from you or trade you something. Let me know. Fat Daddy. That's Fat Daddy is who made that. I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up right now. I will fucking share screen with you guys.
I want a Noisy Cricket too. Kenny B, hit me up. We're not friends on Facebook. Wait.
You can buy them. I'm pretty sure, like on 3F Vape and shit still.
Right.
Let me see here. Fat Daddy. Vapes. Noisy. Sorry about that. Noisy Cricket upgrade kit. There it is.
Nice.
Let's see if it has it. So if you guys don't know Fat Daddy Vapes, yep, they're back in stock. $14.99. Oh my god, I'm buying one.
Oh, you dirty dog. I have to wait till next month.
Let me see here. How do I share my screen with you guys again here? Sure. I don't even know if I want to because I don't want you guys to fucking get it. All right, so here it is. Noisy Cricket safety upgrade kit. As you can see, it comes with a better 510. It's not really a 510, I guess. Yeah. Whatever, I guess it is kind of. But also a tube. So basically, it's that's what the Noisy Cricket had. So it's a switch and 510 upgrade kit, but it also comes with this fucking tube. So basically, you have not only an upgraded Noisy Cricket, but you also have a whole separate mod.
Right.
So boom, bam, and so let's read it here. So the NC with its Noisy Cricket, with its simple and compact design, is a very nice mod. Unfortunately, there are certain features that are very dangerous even for seasoned vapors, which is true. So here we go. Switch and 510 upgrade kits. Switch comes with a floating glass-filled peak insulator, not just regular peak, and a highly conductive rivet, safe for use even with shorter ADI positive contact. Cool. Cap is also knurled, so you don't have to scar the center with a coin. Switch uses magnetic springs. Oh, so fucking awesome. With smaller diameter battery contact to accommodate extended bottom batteries. Messed up your Delrin from using coins? Well, we made it knurled as well. Awesome. As a bonus, we are also including a tube so you can use the old parts if needed as a standalone mod. Please
Right.
note that the body is made of brass internals with a specially applied, long-lasting copper plating. You do not have to worry about cleaning the contacts since it will not oxidize or get dirty. Add to cart.
Nice. Hey, I'm gonna mute
Oh
myself. I
shit.
gotta take
Oh
a phone
shit.
call.
Okay, go ahead. I can't do this now because I have you guys fucking. I can't show you guys my freaking PayPal information. They have vaping donuts as well. Oh my god! So vaping donuts, right? If you do CBD or you do concentrates or wax or anything, turns out this has a new life as being a heating element for things like that. For things like concentrates. You know, we're not talking about nicotine vaping at this point, but I always thought when I first saw these being used, it was with Rip Trippers. I think like most people, I saw Rip Trippers do a review of the vaping donut, and he was using an unregulated mechanical mod, and he was trying to use the vaping donut. Now the problem with that, as you can see, is that the resistance, even back then, was 0.5 to 0.75 ohms. I think he actually had the 1 ohm ones, right? Now, if you've ever used a fucking unregulated mod, like a mechanical mod, you know that that's too high of an ohm to get a satisfying vape. Not to mention that the vaping donut is a piece of ceramic disc that just takes more time to heat up. So, if you had something like, and I remember when the Sigelli 150 came out and these high wattage mods came out, I remember thinking if you had that more power to put into these vaping donuts, they would probably actually still really be a fucking a quality heating element because again it's ceramic. I might buy some of these, a set of 6 of them, and do a video on them, like an update to the vaping donut. Is this viable now that we have higher wattage mods? Because I think that it's interesting. It's an interesting idea. Just so you guys know a little bit else about what's going on with the channel before we end, because we're like way over on the show. I have been working on new content for the channel. I was looking at some of the stuff that I had filmed before, right? And I wasn't really happy with it. I do have a video that I'm going to put out. That I'm still going to put out that I filmed before, but I just wasn't happy with it. I just didn't have the enthusiasm, and it shows, right? It just shows. So I filmed some new stuff. I'm really happy with. I'm really happy with my energy levels. I'm really happy with the content. And after we talked about last week, I got a really positive comment about the channel, and it really just uplifted me, made me feel good about the channel again. And that really shows in these new videos that I'm producing. So I'm not rushing it. Like my impulse was just to rush stuff out the door. But at this point, I haven't uploaded a review in so fucking long that it doesn't really matter. I just know that I'm working on content that I'm legitimately excited about. It's not all going to be reviews. Some of it's going to be things like retrospectives, looking back at things, taking second looks at devices, taking second looks at e-liquids. I have a lot of really exciting things coming up, things that I'm genuinely excited to share with you guys on the channel. The channel is kind of, as could be expected, the channel is kind of at a standstill right now because there hasn't been any new content besides these live streams. And people come on the channel, they see that, and it turns them off. But I'm not going to let that bother me because, like I was saying, the most important thing for me, my channel is never going to be a Mike Vapes. My channel is never going to be a Rip Trippers. All right. So the most important thing for me is to have fun with this channel again and to make it something that I am excited about. Some of the stuff that I am fucking, I want it to be something that not only that I'm excited about, something I'm having fun with. And with these new videos, this new content that I'm putting together, I can say 100% that I am definitely having fun again. So things like doing the one-shot mixing, that's coming. Doing things like I was saying, retrospectives on older devices, something that I'm very passionate about, right? Because I've always said since the very beginning, if you don't have a lot of money, don't be chasing the newest shit. Look back on devices from the past that are still very relevant. I still use 22 millimeter RDAs a lot that are fantastic that you can buy for a steal. This just got mentioned earlier. The Conqueror RTA is fucking amazing, and you can buy those for like less than $10. So really excited about this new content. Really happy about it. I want to have fun with this channel again, and it was really obvious that I wasn't. Part of that was, you know, like losing Josh, and reinventing how we did this show was tough. Was really tough. I have a sense of humor, right? But when I did these videos, like Josh was always the funny guy, and I was always, you know, the guy trying to bring more solid information. And when we lost, you know, Josh, it kind of left me to be everything, right? And I think I did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna lie. I think I did a pretty good job of keeping the channel going for as long as I did. But I think maybe I just needed this break from releasing content to kind of get back into the groove of having fun with it. And I'm there. I'm excited. I'm excited to share stuff with you guys again, and I'm having a lot of fun with the channel. So I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy it, man. And because I know that I'm definitely enjoying it. So
that's all that matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm super fucking happy about it. So, and Kenny B, I know you have fun every Sunday night, and you know what? And I have fun every Sunday night. I actually went from hating these fucking streams, and I'm just being honest. When I first started these streams, it was at the urging of Giz and Yeti that we do a stream, you know, like that I should do a stream, like something live, because that was, again, that was the style at the time. It still is. But I do a lot of public speaking. I've talked about this before. I do a lot of public speaking for work. So a lot of times these live shows would feel like public speaking, and it started to feel a little bit like work. So there was a time where I fucking hated doing the shows. It's not accurate. I hated starting the show. But once I got into it, it was all fun. We had a good time. Now, I love these shows because the people who come to watch the show are friends. You guys are all friends of mine. It's like I get to come and hang out with my friends. And that's a really great feeling. So the live shows are not going anywhere. The live shows are going to stay. And if anything, we might add more live content to the channel. Like I was thinking about doing for the one shot would be maybe doing that live. So we'll see. I don't know.
Nice.
Okay.
I look forward to see what you're gonna do with the channel.
Me too, because I'm really pumped about it. I'm really excited about it, and so I hope everybody enjoys the content. Yeah. I'm gonna spend, you know, I'm still gonna spend time on the editing process, but I'm not gonna get hung up on it. I started getting hung up on it, and trying to make sure everything was like perfect. My channel's never been perfect. It's just been good, and if I can continue to just maintain a level of quality without getting bogged down in editing, and you know, so that was another thing that happened. I lost Josh, and then I lost my editing program. Now, as embarrassing as this sounds, I used Windows Movie Maker for fucking 4 years for the channel.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
And it worked for what I was doing, right? But it just they don't support it anymore. And in the last couple of times I've tried to use it, when you render the video, it just, I don't know if this is on purpose, if this is like Microsoft's doing, but the render comes out looking terrible, absolutely terrible. So I switched over, made the final switch to Filmora, which I love. It offers a lot more utility, but it's also it's a more of a process. I could edit a video in Windows Movie Maker because there was so little there to do, right? And I had so much experience with it, I could do it like an hour. Now, to edit a video, we're talking at least probably 6 hours of straight work on editing, which is something I was definitely not used to. I was definitely not used to that. So that took a while, but I'm there again, so I can definitely do it. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Travis talking about 2015 right now. Yes, I was definitely talking about 2015. Both with the Noisy Cricket and the Vaping Donuts. I'm definitely going to get that Fat Daddy kit, though. I'm going to get it. And that's something we can look at in the channel, because that could, you know what, they're selling them. So that means it's still a fucking relevant product. And that means if you have, like most of us probably do, a Noisy Cricket sitting around gathering dust, this could be, you know, this could be the new shit. Okay.
I wish I never threw mine away now.
Yeah, don't ever throw, I don't, you know what, I have shit that I know is garbage in my closet. And sometimes I feel like a hoarder. But then other times I'm like, I'm glad I didn't throw that shit away.
Right.
So ADV's glad his cold custard's going to be there tomorrow. Sorry, I already got some. Go ahead, man.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, okay, that works too. So Skinny said, Travis, look at some of your old 22 mechs. Will work to switch out the button. I've actually tried, and there was one button for one of my mods that worked, but then that button fell apart. So it's shitty. I fixed it nice. Good kits.
I bought it from Home Depot.
Oh, wow. They saw them. Nice.
Yep. I looked all over the store for it because they had 10 in stock, they said, but they didn't know where they were.
Huh.
They read the wrong SKU, couldn't find the right box. Yeah. I found it for them.
I fixed it. That's a good kit. That's a good kit.
Oh, yeah. It's got everything you need here to work on shit. Has a little extension that flexes. So I'm like, yeah.
They have like the game bits, too. Like take apart consoles and cartridges and shit, too.
Yep. I have another kit that has a demagnetizer in it.
Nice.
Between the two kits, I can fix just about anything now.
Nice. Excellent.
And getting those little crevices. I'm like, yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so a couple other things here. So Jeff Lawson said he also bought the upgrade rocker bottom bar too. If that is, I probably, if I'm gonna buy, which I am, I'm gonna buy the upgrade kit. I'll probably buy the rockers too to upgrade the whole thing. Because that is also a weak point of that mod is the rocker system. Everybody, thank you so much for your happy for your well wishes and stuff, and for your holiday wishes. Chevy man, thank you for all the cowboys. And Spark Life, don't be surprised. Vaping donuts, they're gonna be the new shit. I'm telling you, with high wattage, it could be the next thing.
Oh yeah.
Hey, much love to all you guys. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. When's the next show going to be scheduled? Let me see. So the next show will be the 29th.
Don't forget about Hanukkah.
Yeah, well, happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. I usually just say happy holidays because that includes Christmas. Everything. Includes Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and whatever else you celebrate.
Yep.
You know, I don't think we have as many people who celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa as other holidays in our chat, but that's a shame. That's a shame, and there should be.
Right.
You know, there's no telling how many. Like, I know most of these people, so I know their race, but like I used to have a lot more. Maybe it was Josh brought in more African American viewers, but we used to have some really big fans who were African American guys who were like part of the group and all that stuff, and I don't see them around very much anymore. Well, I don't see a lot of people around anymore, though. So, anyways, I don't know why. I don't know where I was going with that. Kwanzaa. That's where I was going with that. To me, like when I talk about Kwanzaa, it almost feels racist.
Yeah, a little bit, huh?
You know, like I don't know. It just feels weird. Like, do people actually celebrate it, or am I being racist by assuming that black people celebrate it? I don't know. So
that'd be like Hitler saying "Happy Hanukkah."
Yeah, kind of, huh? Not really. I'm not Hitler. Come on. I agreed to that for a second. All right. Anyways,
almost got you.
You almost got me. Well, you did. Vaping Life, Vaping Jason. Much love. Merry Christmas. Fix it, Danner. You keep being awesome. Hope you enjoy the present. I don't know if you got my email, but maybe you can just answer me real quick. So in my email, I sent him a PS. So I sent him a bottle of White Girl along with his mods, but I also sent him a bottle of the cereal vape. Shh, can't tell because Panda will hear me. I sent him a bottle of the cereal that I made for Panda. She's very protective over it. So if she knew I sent it to him, if she knew I sent it, she'd get mad at me. But
she'd kill you.
But I want to know your opinion of it. What do you got there?
Part of my squid I just took apart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to know your opinion of it because she says she likes it and she says that it's amazing. But again, she's fucking she's fucking the manufacturer.
Biased opinion.
Yeah, how can you trust that review?
Was it that stuff you?
Yeah.
That was bomb. I liked it.
Yeah, but you can't trust your review either. Fix it, Danner. Be brutally honest. Let me know what you think about it.
I liked it. I'm a very big critique when it comes to cereal vapes.
I was happy with it. I thought it was pretty good. It's the first time I've ever used sweetener, so it was one of the things that.
I thought it was good. I vaped the fuck out of it.
I thought it was good too. It's a little bit tough on coils, but that's just because in this house we use so little e-liquid that has any kind of sweetener in it. Right. That like to see one that has sweetener, it was kind of surprising. It was kind of surprising how tough it was. You know what I mean? So.
Right. Yeah, sweetener, man, it can go bad after a while.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But I don't know. I thought it turned out pretty good. I used a couple different recipes and kind of tweaked them. So.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so Fix It Danner says it's great. He hates cereal vapes though and swore him off. So if you don't like cereal vapes, I totally understand. I'm not a big fan of cereal vapes either. To me, they often taste like dish soap. It's the lemon, something about my taste buds. But if you know somebody who likes it, go ahead and pass it on to them. I have no problem with that. But if you do like it, I'm glad. And vape away, man. Vape away. Cooking Con, how you doing, brother? Wishing everybody happy Christmas. Sorry, busy at work. Just checked in quickly. Chef Life, hey man, much love to you, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Liberty, justice for all. I agree with that statement right there. Yes. Happy holidays, Jeff Lawson. Take care. Okay, everybody. Much love to everybody. We're gonna get out of here for the night. We went way over what we normally are scheduled for. We did a 2-hour stream instead of an hour stream, but
shit happens.
But it was a good stream. I think we had fun. We had fun tonight. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. I know that's asking a lot, but if you could just do it for your pal Travis, I would very much appreciate it. Because
if you don't hit like, you're a commie.
If you don't hit like, then that means you don't like it, and that hurts my feelings.
Yeah. Do you want to hurt his feelings? I don't.
Man, it's Christmas.
I love this guy.
Give me a fucking Christmas present. It just helps with the algorithm, man. Helps with the algorithm. It really, really does. Yep. And Fix It Danner, man, that really means a lot to me. It really does. I really, truly, man, that's no bullshit.
Yeah, I gotta figure out why this is causing my batteries to heat up immensely to where it burns my hand.
That's not good.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
It's regulated.
Yeah.
What the fuck is? That's weird.
I paid $100 for it, so I'm not gonna let it go out without a fight.
Steven Taylor, come on. I mean, look. Let's be realistic. Look, both sides are fucked. Both sides are fucked. But do you really think that we all want you to live in a grass hut and ride a bicycle? I mean, you can't really believe that, right? Come on.
It's an old Navajo quote.
Please.
The left wing and the right wing belong to the same bird.
Straight up. Straight up. Just because we don't agree on stuff doesn't mean we can't be friends. And obviously, You're here, so we're friends. And trust me, I'm one of those guys who you probably would argue with on Twitter, man. Except I don't argue on Twitter because it's pointless. But really, I mean, honestly, look, we're all Americans. You know, we just have different ideas about the direction. Human. But even more than that, we're all, he's American, I'm American. Mm-hmm. We got to learn how to work together. We really do, because I tell you what, the division in this country is going to tear us apart. It really is. It really, really is. And I just don't want to be a part of that division. I want to see how we can bring all of us together. Because guess what? I'm definitely highly left wing, but I still believe in gun rights. Yep. But I also believe in fucking a woman's right to choose if she has an abortion or not. You know, like I'm a complicated person because most people are complicated, right? My issues aren't decided by what party I belong to. In all reality, I wish they would just abolish parties and people should have to run on fucking platforms, because then we're gonna see what the fuck people are really made out of. So, anyways, that's as far as political as I'm gonna get. But much love to everybody. I love you guys so much, honestly. Merry Christmas. We'll see you guys on the 29th, which is the next live show. There should be content on the channel before then, but I'm not going to rush it, like I was saying. Okay. Merry Christmas. Have a great holiday with your family. I'll see you guys right before New Year's. We're going to do a top 10 vaping stuff of the year. So be here for that live. Much love to everybody. Giz, Stephen Taylor, Fix It Danner, Chevy Man, Jeff Lawson, Kenny B. Thank you so much to Naki for being here. Church, you're the man. Much love, much love, much love.
It's good to see Giz still alive.
Yes, absolutely.
I thought he was dead, honestly.
If he did, the fucking universe would collapse because it relies on Giz being alive. All right, good night, everybody. Keep close sight.